At one point or another, content creation is a dream for many, and rightly so. We grew up with video games, and what an achievement it would be to say that you get paid to do that. However, there's often a side of content creation that not many people want to talk about, a side that most will shy away from or just ignore. This is the part of content creation that you need to know before getting started. What's going on, everyone? Welcome into the Streamer Hub. My name is Andy, and today we're going to be talking about what you need to know before becoming a content creator. If you do want to watch me live streaming, I do stream on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays if anyone does want to come and stop by. And also I'm pretty active on Twitter if you do want to chat when I'm offline. Before we actually get into this, I want to say that content creation is incredible. I have met some of my best friends solely through these platforms, have learned how to work better in myself and really develop as a person. It's something I would never change for the world. However, just like everything else, there is a side that most usually don't want to talk about. The first one on the list is growth. What a lot of content creators don't understand is the amount of time you're going to have to put in to actually even make a small indent on the dream that you have. When I first started out, I spent maybe 4 or 5 months sitting at an average of 3 viewers. Growth will happen over time, but most of the beginning will all be to do with learning. You have to learn how to create good content, how to stand out from the crowd, what will make you unique, and so many other factors that a lot of people actually don't consider. This is why watching the likes of YouTube videos, looking at websites, or even watching other live streamers or content creators will allow you to develop your content further and see which path you could probably take to make your content stand out. Another thing that many don't actually know is that most of your numbers or most of your growth isn't actually going to come from when you're live streaming. Hear me out on this one. If you're creating content on YouTube, this is going to be a little bit different, but this is more related to the live streaming section. If you're streaming on, say, Tuesday at 3 PM and you go till 7 PM, that's 4 hours out of the day that you are live on a platform. Those 4 hours are when someone is able to find you live streaming and come and hang out. That means there's 20 hours out of the day where you are completely silent. Nothing else is happening, nothing is moving forward, and the only way for people to actually watch your content is to watch a VOD. This is why creating content on the likes of YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere you can think of, will allow people to find your content 24/7. This is where the actual growth happens. I know at the start when you've first gone onto Twitter or first starting on Instagram, you will probably have no idea what you're doing. I know I had no clue, and it's took me months to realize how to set myself apart from other people and how to actually push my brand forward. This is going to be a learning curve. You are going to make mistakes. You just have to be willing to accept that in order to push yourself further forward. Another thing that I see a lot of people ask is how some content creators grow a lot quicker than others. People will all grow at different rates. Some have different niches who just fit in with a crowd better. A community is already backing someone. You may have a different community that is a little bit harder to stand out on. That doesn't mean their content is any better. It just means that you may have to work at different time, consistency, and dedication for you to stand out a little bit more. Don't get disheartened if other people are growing faster than you in your eyes. Your time will come, and I know it for a fact, but if you give up, then you will never find out what would actually happen if you continued your journey. This one's gonna get the backlash. Alright, let's talk about money. If your sole purpose for doing this is for money, you've already started wrong. I know that you've probably watched other content creators, Shroud, Pokimane, Fitz, anyone earn hundreds of thousands of pounds every single year through Twitch or live streaming platforms. This has come with years of dedication, hard work, and a drive to succeed. This has not come overnight and most likely will not happen for most people. Although earning money on doing the things that you love is incredible, it's going to take a lot of time for that to happen and start seriously making an impact on the vision that you have for yourself. If your content is unique, it stands out, it's something that nobody has ever seen before, the money will come. That is just a matter of fact, and it is only about the time that it will take for it to come. But if you just consistently put out the same content that nobody actually wants to watch, the money will never be there. If you are a live streamer right now and the only panel you have is a donation button, if all you talk about during your live streams or your content is that people should donate to you, or that donations should be coming in, or complaining about other people's success, I doubt anything is really going to happen. Pettiness is a bad trait to have, and one that many can see from a mile away. Put your head down, focus on your content, allow others to succeed while you will do the same. You've just got to believe in your content a little bit more. Money is often a factor many don't want to talk about. It's something that universally is usually kept quite privately, but you have to know that the money at the start will not be what you're thinking of. It takes time to build a following, build a community, and build a trust with those who want to invest in your content. Stop thinking about the money, stop thinking about the numbers, work on your content, and both of those will come over time. If you are looking for ways to diversify your income, I have created a video that you can watch that will help you find new ways in which you can earn extra revenue as a content creator. Another factor that's often missed is consistency. In a world where it's moving so quickly, being consistent, especially as a content creator, seems to be a norm now. That means being on top of your game on social media platforms that you use, sticking to your schedule that you're consistently wanting to stick to, and being consistent is somehow now turned into something that is being expected. I am not saying that taking breaks is a bad thing. It's not, especially if you're looking after your mental health, wanting to spend time with family or friends, and doing the things that you already love. Just know that if you take extended periods of time off, there will be a dip in your numbers. I know I said right before, don't focus on your numbers, but that doesn't mean people won't. And again, before the pitchforks come out, focusing on your numbers is not a bad thing. Analysing the things that you're doing right and working on those is always a good thing to do, but focusing solely on the numbers is what will be your downfall if you do so. You have to understand that being in the present and being there when on social media is quite a big factor now. People want to see your content consistently and will often be quick to forget you if you stop creating content. We as humans are very forgetful, so someone going off the face of the planet for 4 weeks at a time will quickly be forgotten by many. This is why that if you are taking a break, maybe going on a holiday with family or friends, having a platform other than a live streaming one is great. If you have a Twitter profile, you're able to keep up to date with that. You can even create YouTube content prior to going on a holiday, meaning that when you are away, content is still being uploaded and you can still grow as a content creator. This means that you can then enjoy your holiday without actually having to worry about falling off the face of the earth. Being consistent is important. In some areas it might not be as much, but consistency really does go a long way. Right, here's the kicker. Social media, it's not the most positive place. I have met some of my best friends through social media, and that is with Twitter or Instagram. But that doesn't mean everyone on it is great. I think by now we all kind of know the world we live in. It thrives on negativity. People who are negative seem to get all the fame and everything that's going on, and the controversial topics are the one that always seems to make someone famous. But I have seen a lot of content creators quit because of social media. With the content creation area, people are ruthless. There are those looking to bring you down as far as you possibly can, always be negative and never truly support anyone. I have met people who focus too much on social media, too much on the likes, too much in the comments, and looking far too deep into what is actually going on and bringing themselves down. Social media can be a place of light, a place where you actually want to help people meet incredible friends like I have and really make a difference and an impact in a positive way. But that's what you've got to focus on. Focus on doing that and leave those negative people behind. There is a mute button on Twitter for a reason. I would highly recommend using it for quite a few people. Now, the final thing we're going to talk about today is mental health. What many creators don't realise is that when you start, you often get that drive to just do everything. This is an amazing feeling. You want to create content all the time, post everything you can, stream all the time you can, and you're going to be working so long hours that you never really believed you would do anything like this. But just like everything, that can take a huge toll on you. If you're holding a 9-to-5 job, have got a family, and then are trying to consistently work 8-9 hours once you come home, it's going to be a struggle. We are now expected to do something like this and consistently work all the time 24/7, when in reality it really shouldn't be that way. Your mental health should come first, and I have started to realise this a little bit more now. I've become more accepting of what I have got and appreciating everything that I have, whilst also trying to maintain and keep up with my own mental health. As streamers or creators, we are often isolated. I mean, right now I'm in my room by myself, facing my screens and facing the camera. Yes, we have thousands of people we can surround ourselves with on live streaming platforms, on YouTube, on Twitter, but we are really alone. If you're thinking of getting into content creation, one thing that you need to know before you start is that you have to continue to look after yourself. We can all get in a state where we're working 15 hours a day trying to create the best content that we can, but in fact, we're hurting ourselves more than we are progressing. Get the sleep you need, spend the time with family, friends, and have a good work-life balance, just like any other job you would have. This may be your part-time job at the moment, this may be your full-time job. It doesn't matter what stage you're at. Looking after yourself and looking after your own mental health should be #1 priority. As I said, content creation has been the best journey of my life so far. I have met incredible people, worked so hard for things that I've truly believed in, and seen results from it. It's a journey I would not change for the world, and the people that I've met I will always cherish for the rest of my life. But you have to understand there is a lot about content creation that many really don't talk about, and these are just some of the things that you need to know. It's all a learning curve. It takes time to develop, it takes time to grow, and it will take time for you to understand what sort of content you really want to create. If you stay consistent, look after yourself, and work solely on your content without going into the negativity side, I can guarantee you that you will see personal development and a change in your work ethic. Don't listen to the noise that's telling you you can't do it or you'll never succeed, because that's the one that 99% of people are going to listen to. You've already took yourself outside that comfort zone of becoming a content creator. Start believing in yourself a little bit more. If you are looking to become a better content creator, I have created a full website dedicated to that I will leave in the description. There is a ton to read on there while building your own PC, becoming a better content creator, or all the equipment you will need as a streamer. If you do want to watch any other videos, I have left some in the description that I think you would enjoy, and also check out all the other ones that are recommended at the end. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Protein bars, oh my god, they're so... Yes, Eric, yes!